right. Let's see here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're gonna paint today. We're gonna paint some trees today. All right. So I want you guys to join me. Hi, everybody. Let's get some trees painted. Anybody there? If you're there, say something in the chat. Oh, okay. Hi, Stacy. Just waiting for everybody else to get on. Couple people here. I think we got 2 people on. Everybody, as you get on, just say hello, so we can paint some trees. Hope everybody could hear me. I got some trees that we're going to print. I got some trees we're going to use as references today. We're going to use some trees as references. I have some pictures of them. I'll put them on the screen for everyone to see. All right. So it's 3:30 now. We're gonna get started, guys. First thing we do is gonna do our background. All right. To do our background, we got our paper. You guys got all your paper. You got your paper or your canvas. And you got all your paints. Here's our paints. Where's it at? Where's the paints at? They're right here. See right there? We got all these colors here. Grab some brushes because this is what we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is gonna paint this background, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a very colorful background for today, and it's a design that the owner designed, Stacy. Hi, John V. All right, so we're gonna do this colorful background. We're gonna start off with some red paint and white paint, and from there we're gonna go on to our last color of blue. So we're gonna do like American flag almost. Colors, red, white, and blue. So I'm gonna start off with white. I'm gonna use this big flat brush here. Yeah, okay. And we're just gonna get right into it. All right, here we go, guys. All right. So let's pick up some red paint. When we got our background here, and what I'm gonna do is streaks. Vertical streaks up and down. Vertical streaks, just like this with our paint. Vertical streaks. You gotta go choo 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 choo. when you do your vertical streaks. There you go. Pick up a little bit more. And we can get it in there. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm having a hard time with this. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Let me get up higher. Yeah, there we go. All right. So once we do the red, we're going to do this very quickly, guys. We're going to grab some white paint. I'm going to grab white paint with a dirty brush. ODB! Old dirty brush. And I'm going to streak it in the center. Pick up more white paint. Almost there. So if you guys notice, with the white paint, I'm going down onto the red, not up from the red, going down onto the red. All right, and there's our second coat. Okay, and then our last color is the blue. Pick up blue, and oh, I have to adjust this first. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. Working it down into the white and the red. Very quick brush strokes, guys. It's very quick. Painting is all about experimenting and having fun, and not wasting too much, not spending too much time thinking about what you're going to do. Just go for it. I often say, you know, sometimes thinking gets into the way of painting. We overthink things. Just go for it. There you go. Let's pick some in. Yeah. You see, and as you bring some of those blue streaks down, bring them down so they hit the red. Just a couple of them, not too many. And what you can do is you can get some a cool purple in the middle there. There you go. All right. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Now we're done with that. Well, now we got to do this. So we got to do the background. But first, we have to let it dry. Yeah. We got to let it dry. So let's let it dry real quick, guys. Hurry up. Hurry up. Dry, dry, dry. Dry, dry, dry. Okay, so we did the background. I'm going to do my dry dance. I'm going to dry, dry, dry. It's going to dry. Come on, dry, 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 dry. Come on, dry, 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 dry. Come on, dry, 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 dry. Is everybody else finished with their part, their background yet? I hope so. Yeah, mine is almost dry. It's almost dry. It's almost dry, 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 dry. It's almost dry, 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 dry. Okay. Let's see here. You know what'll help? If you guys see any parts of your paint that's on your canvas or on your paper, if there's any part of it where it's thick, just brush it in with your brush. Because if it's thick, it's not going to dry. You want it to dry. So brush in any thick parts. All right. So, I'm going to clean my brush because we're about to start on our trees. So the trees that we're going to do today, I want to show you guys some trees. I have some trees to show you on the video. Okay, I also printed some out for me here. So I want to make a couple of different type of trees today. We got some conifers we can do. Let's just keep it simple. Let's do a spruce, an oak, and let's see, a maple. No, maple. No. Let's do I can't make up my mind. There's so many trees to paint. I don't know which one to paint now. Let me see here. So we have these ones here. How about this? You guys want to do a spruce and a pine? Those two trees right there? What do you guys say? Just let me know in chat. Spruce and the pine. And we can do a willow. We'll do those three right there. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, first thing we're gonna do is while this is drying, let's mix up some color. Let's make a green. You guys know how to make green? You know how I make green? I get Mr. Krabs mad. He turns green. But for this paint, to make green, we're gonna take blue, a scoop of blue, and a scoop of yellow. More yellow. Another scoop, 2 scoops of yellow. We'll make a green. Make some more. I want some more yellow. I want it lighter green. You guys can make any color green you want. Just make some green. It could be a dark green, light green. If you threw white inside there and make it even a lighter, I'll throw some white inside here. How about that? All right, I think I like that color. All right, now that I got green, I need to make a brown. Yeah, willow. Yes, we're doing willow. Willow. We're going to do a willow tree, a spruce, and a pine. Okay, and maybe you throw something else inside there. But now I'm still making brown. So now, I just made green, now I'm gonna make brown. So guess how you make brown, guys? Take a little bit of every color. Red, blue, yellow, right? And then I'm not done yet. I said a little bit of every color. White. Black. Okay, so this is going to be our brown. A little bit more blue in there. Okay. A little bit more red in there. Almost there. Just keep mixing it together, guys. More yellow. All right. That'll do for me. It's a darkish, brownish. You see my brown? It's kind of brown. It'll work though, we just didn't want a dark color. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, is our canvas dry? Dry enough? Oh no, there's a baby crying. Okay, baby, no more crying. Okay, so now, to do our trees now, well, before we do our trees, we actually got to put a horizon line in there, right? So let's make our horizon line. Let's look here, and let's go like this, guys. 3 fingers from the bottom. You know, I want you to make a tick mark with your brush, and you're going to use black paint. 3 from the bottom on the left side, and 3 from the bottom on the right side. Do it. 3 from the bottom. That's about right. That was a little too high. Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna just eyeball it. Across it goes. So there's our ground. Now we're gonna put our trees in. Okay? Before you put our trees in though, I want you guys to do is pick up that color we just mixed. I want you to streak it in on the ground. Back and forth, make long horizontal brush strokes. Any size brush will do. All right. Stroke it in here. Okay. Right. We're just gonna make it just scribble back and forth, guys. It's just ground. We just want to make sure that the trees have something to root into, because we can't just make them floating. I mean, we actually can make them floating. If that's what we want to create, we can create that, but we're gonna put them in the ground. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, so there's my ground. Now my trees. First tree we're gonna do is the willow tree. So willow trees, how they grow is they have their branches come out at the very bottom. They start coming out, and they're very low, and they reach outwards. Instead of growing up and out, they reach outwards from the bottom like this. So here we go. You guys ready? Okay, here we go. Willow tree. Here, we'll put a willow tree right in the middle. So first I'm going to start off with a line that's going to be slightly bent. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to bend it as it comes down, and then I'll go right down. All right, there's the start of my willow tree. All right, see that? And you want to make sure all trees have thick trunks, right? And they get thinner as they go up. Right? So that's my base. There's my base branch for my willow tree, the trunk. Right? Now I'm gonna start breaking this off right here like a Y. Right? But remember I said that the willow tree, they start growing from the bottom of the branches, right? So they usually have big branches like this, grow right from the bottom. They're great trees to climb up. When you like to climb trees, tree climb, you know. But probably make your mom have a heart attack, so don't do that, guys. I mean, Dad had a heart attack too. You guys climb up a tree so high in the air, you can get hurt. All right, so there's my. So you see that there? I got a couple branches. I'm gonna make a couple more. Let's make one more right here. Okay. And the way the willow trees, the way the leaves grow, they grow and they kind of like they fall down. They're almost like curtains, right? So that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do the curtains. They're like, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna wash my brush. I'm gonna take my big brush, my big flat brush, for this first part. And the tree, the willow trees usually have lighter leaves, so I'm gonna add some white to my green mix. On the side here, so I have some lighter color. Okay. And this is it. So it kind of like, they're kind of rounded, and then it comes draping down. So the willow tree is kind of like, has a rounded top, and then it comes draping down like this. All right, there's one. All right, and then I'm gonna do another one. Pick up some more white. And what I'm doing, guys, is I'm taking the paint on my brush, and I'm just tapping it against the canvas. And that's how you get this, and it's called stippling, and that's how you get this stippling effect. You get these, like, it looks like leaves. Another one. Remember, they're kind of like roundish, and then they come down and, like, and drape, like almost like grapes or something. They look like. Okay. There we go. There goes our willow tree. Ta-da! Willow tree is done, and I think so is SpongeBob. I think SpongeBob is he's gonna melt. SpongeBob will be back later. Whew. Okay, so that was our willow tree, right? So let's try another tree, guys. So the next tree we're gonna do is, we got willow tree right in the middle. Let's do a spruce tree. Now spruce tree are they're cool because you can see every individual branch on the spruce tree. So let's first make our, and they're very straight up and down, very thin. So first we're gonna make our trunk, right? And we'll make this on the left side, and just a very straight line. Thicken it up just a little bit, right? Just like that, okay? See that? That's our spruce, that's the beginning of our spruce. And, so the leaves of spruce are different. I mean, not yeah, the words are different too, but the way that they look is different. So it starts at the top. I'm taking the brush, and you see this? The brush, the flat point of the brush. I'm gonna use this flat point. The flat edge, I should say, flat point. Flat edge of the brush, right? And it's almost like making a line. It's almost like straight across. I'm just tapping it. You see that? Just tapping it in. And what's cool about this is you get to learn how to paint different trees, because you know what? When you go out and you go to a park, you don't just see one type of tree, do you? You always see different types. And in nature, they found out that trees help each other. They're like community. If a tree is suffering from something, other trees give it water and so forth. And it's very interesting. So they work as a community. So we got to keep this community of trees together and make sure we have a variety of trees, because that's how it should be. All right. And so there was my next tree. You guys see that? That was a spruce. So the spruce, actually back down here, it kind of starts tapering back in. They start getting shorter again. Kind of long right here, and it starts to shorten up here. There we go. There's our spruce. That's the second tree. Now let's make a pine, guys. How about a pine? You guys want to make a pine tree? Let's do it. Let's do a pine tree. So we're going to make a pine tree on the opposite side. All right? And then I'm going to fill the middle with some other trees. Let's see here. Let's do, okay, pine tree, here we go. So first I'm going to make my trunk. So the trunk for a pine tree, it's similar to this one. It's straight, but it got just a little wobble to it. There's a little wobble to it, just a tiny little wobble. And then so with a pine tree, it has branches that kind of grow outwards like this. It's almost like a very organized where it branches out for a pine tree. Like kind of similar distance away, similar length out. Okay, a little bit more, and then that's that. And then there's like a little branch right here. All right, so now I got that in, now I gotta do the bushes. I mean the bushes, the leaves. So here goes, try the leaves now. So the leaves of a pine, they're dark green and light and just medium green. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of black here to this. So some of this green right over here. Dark. Okay, and so here we go. So these ones, the leaves kind of like stay out here. They're kind of away from the tree. They don't grow like on top of the tree. They're kind of like growing away from it a little bit. It branches out and then the leaves grow. All right, so now I'm going to pick up some of, I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to pick up some of the regular green. Right, and I'm going to do the same thing. All right. There we go. Now pick up some of the light green. Highlight. There goes our third tree. So you see the difference there, guys? Check it out. Check out the difference in these trees. We got enough time to do another one. See? So that one right there is the pine. Middle one is the maple. The willow, maple. And this one right here is a spruce. It's kind of blurry, okay. Let's keep going, guys. Let's do something else in here. Let's get another tree in here. Or, you know what? First, I want to work on my willow tree a little bit. Make sure it cascades, guys. And cascades are the leaves kind of cascade down like some grapes or something for this tree right here. For the willow tree. All right. Now, let's try to tackle let's see here. Okay, let's do a Hicks yew. It's a conifer. A Hicks yew. A Hicks yew looks like a bush, right? So a Hicks yew, spelled Y-E-W. A Hicks yew, it looks like a small bush, but it's a tree. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do, like this. I'm gonna make this one up closer. Right? I'm gonna put it between these two trees right here. I'm gonna put it between these two. Right? So here's the Hicks yew. So I'm gonna do here's the trunk, and you don't really get to see the trunk of the Hicks yew because it's all covered in leaves for the most part, or needles, I should say, because of conifer. All right. So with that, we're gonna take we want some light green. So the green I have, I'm just gonna add some yellow to it to make it lighter and yellower, more yellowish toned. All right. So here we go. So this one is this one you can have fun with because this hicks you. It kind of the way it's shaped is like it's almost like they're all reaching upwards. So I'm just stippling in and pointing them and going up, and you're eventually going to cover the trunk. It's just going to be left with just like it looks like a bush, a large bush, but it's actually a tree. There we go. See what else we can do. So that's 4 trees. Come on, guys, let's get another tree in here. We still got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's do it. Let's do a birch. We could do a birch. A birch so a birch is different because a birch has white, like almost white bark. So we're just gonna use white paint, right? I'm gonna put this birch right here next to this edge right here, right? So I'm gonna put the birch right here, and it's gonna come down, just very thin, skinny trunk, right? And birch, it grows out branches as it goes up like this. They're kind of like step on the way up, like one comes out one side and a little bit further up, and another one comes out, another branch grows out. And kind of does that. It's kind of like the natural design of a birch, right? And so here we go. Here's my branches, my tree. Now we got 2 minutes still, and I'm gonna get this tree in here. And it'll be, and we've been able to do 5 trees, which is pretty damn good, I say. So this birch. So a birch has white bark and it has like dark spots on it. We're not gonna worry about the dark spots, but we're gonna do the leaves. So the leaves of the birch, we use the regular green that we first mixed. Regular green, and just put it around the birch like this. And it's similar as far as how the leaves grow on it. Just like the which one is it? It's just like the pine, not the spruce, the pine. There we go. Put this one in. It's the birch. Just tap it in there. All right. And then I'm gonna get some of the darker green. Oh, no, yeah, I got some dark green right here. Right. Use that darker green for the interior of the birch. The leaves that are closer towards the branches. And then, if we get a chance, we'll use the back of the brush handle, and we're going to dot in a little couple dots on the birch. We got like dark marks on them. All right, and there goes our birch tree. All right. Those little dots, I'm just gonna move them just a little bit, run them across the bark here. There we go. All right. Well, there it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's class of painting trees. All right. So here's our trees for today. Back it up. Let's see here. So we did a birch, right? We painted a spruce, painted a pine, we painted a willow, and a Hicksyew. Gesundheit. Hicksyew. Gesundheit. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's class. Don't forget, come by, pick up some free paint. We're going to have a class. I believe it's next Thursday, same time. So come around, pick up your paint if you need more paint, and join me. And who knows who will be here next time? Maybe SpongeBob was here today, but who knows next time? I'm not sure. It could be anybody. It could be me. Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you. Take care. It's Ben from Pinot San Bruno signing out, saying Be kind. We need more kindness. Bye, guys.